Some people really do want to be miserable on purpose. No matter how much they complain and how much advice they ask for, they really just want to remain in the same spot so they can complain. Some people really do, for some reason, like being miserable, and I am not lying. If you have been on the internet for honestly more than 20 minutes, you know that this is true. I'm going to use a recent video of mine as an example where I was just talking about like, oh, I sometimes agree with, old people when they talk about the fact that like, I don't understand why people go to the grocery store consistently in their pajamas at like 4 p.m., whatever. And there are all of these people in the comments who are saying, well, maybe I would dress better if all of the clothes weren't $80 to $100 a piece. Like I can't even go buy a shirt without it being $80 US. Others in the comments are being really kind and offering genuine helpful advice to these people, being like, oh my gosh, you should look into thrifting. I typically only pay, $5, $10, $20, maybe $25 max for every article of clothing I buy. I like thrifting and this is where I do it. And then these people are responding and they're saying, oh, well, I don't live anywhere that has thrift stores. Like I live in a really rural area. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, I totally understand. And the other person will respond and be like, totally get that. So what I do is, I like to go on Depop or eBay and you can actually buy clothing bundles. And there are lots of sites that, sell kind of like large amounts of stuff. If you're looking for a wardrobe overhaul, and they respond, they're like, yeah, not really. Also with the shipping costs, it's like, oh my fucking God, what do you people want? The answer is they just want to be miserable. And I used my video as an example, but this happens all the time. It can be as simple as, someone saying, I'm so dehydrated, I really wish I had water. And you can say, oh, well, I have some in my bag, do you want some? And they're like, no, I wouldn't want to take it from you. And you're like, oh, well, I see a water stand over there. It looks like they're selling food and water, if you want to get some. And the other person will say, no, I don't have cash. And then you offer them cash and for some reason they decline. And then when you pass by a drinking fountain, they don't take it either. That is what I'm talking about here. Some people just live to complain, truly. They do not want help. They do not want a solution.